Hello, I'm Bharati Arvamuddin. I've applied for the position of Salesforce Administrator Volunteer Intern. Um, I'm glad to be given the opportunity to go over my responses for the questions that were asked in the email. The first question was why I chose this particular role. So I have been an independent learner while gaining some expertise in Salesforce Administrator. Uh, so right now I'm in a position where I want to gain new perspective of how organizations use Salesforce to power their mission, and especially I wanted to know how I can use Salesforce to help nonprofit organizations or educational institutions. So that's when I came across Universal Giving. I pretty much want to experience how to use my Salesforce knowledge in a nonprofit organization, and also gain knowledge about how nonprofit organizations work, as I've always been interested in some volunteering experience in my life. For the next question, so why do I want to be at Universal Giving? So I feel like Universal Giving is not like an every other nonprofit organization. So as your CEO believes that a nonprofit organization can also have their own path in this digitized world. And as she believes that machine learning and data analytics will be the future of a nonprofit organization, which aligns with the global digitization, I believe that as an individual with data analytics background, this would be a good place for me to start and learn, and also acquire insights of working with nonprofit organization, which is in par with today's world. As I always said that I also wanted to volunteer because I want to give back to my community, which might sound cliche, but I already volunteer with two other institutions here. One being I am an assistant instructor with a music school, and also work for another company which is trying to bring out the minorities in STEM field and give them mentorship. So I'm interested in working for a cause than just further my career here. So the next question is, what does Universal Giving do? So Universal Giving is a online nonprofit organization which was started in 2002. I believe your CEO was also the co-founder for Volunteer Match. And so Universal Giving is a web-based service that I feel focuses on volunteers and donors who can be matched to global causes. And they also work for corporate social responsibility for organizations or corporate organizations that can search and donate to vetted opportunities based on their preferences, which can be cost or can be a country of their preference. So that's what Universal Giving does. And also when individuals donate through their website, it goes as 100% to the cause that they want to donate to. So why do I feel Universal Giving is unique? This comes from the fact that your quality model, which is unique which is a unique factor that I have noticed. So it's like your organization only concentrates on top performing programs or vetted opportunities, and they, as per your mission, you're truly actually giving back to the international community, and just not, into just the place that you are confined to, not just San Francisco is what I'm trying to mean here. It is like anyone can find a cause of interest to them and then donate to that with full confidence that it is not a scam or any kind of a wrong place to donate or something. You can do it with full satisfaction, which is something that intrigued me, because I feel that's more important these days because we are in a place where we need to know whether we're doing the right. There are so many places to donate these days, but you're not sure whether you're doing it the right way. So that is unique about universal giving. So why am I unique for this role is so first thing is the places that I am volunteering right now, they're both places where most of my team members work virtually from around the world. So I feel like I have the experience of working with multicultural people and with multi time zones. Like they're all around the world, from South America to South Africa and also Bangladesh and India. So I have the people skills to work with team members who are around the world, and also I my data analytical skills and my career interest to further in whatever I try is also going to be an added asset to your firm. My critical and analytical thinking would definitely be an added asset to this role and as well as your company. So for the last question, tell us about a time when you were really upset about a workplace or a coworker and what actions you took. So this was one of the major conflict that I experienced while working with GE as a software engineer. I was in charge of a project that was due the next day. We had a field release for the customer in a day or two, and I realized that while running the sanity test that the engine was failing, and which was a major issue because that would mean the engine wouldn't start when they run the software. So it was late in the evening, so I realized that if I was gonna send an email to my supervisors, it has to be precise, and also I have to correctly find what kind of fault was happening before I panic anyone. So I ran more tests and debugging before I emailed my supervisors, letting them know that this issue is going on. While running such debugging software, I realized that the issue was not due to the changes that we did as a team, but it was coming from a different team. And hence I had to contact the manager of that team and the team members, and they were not ready to actually accept fault because they felt they don't, as a team, they were not working on softwares. They don't write the code, but they just update it using the libraries, and hence they were saying that it wouldn't be their fault. And even though I knew that it was from their end, I was one of the junior software engineers there. So to make my case stronger, I worked all night to find where the error was coming from exactly, so that I could point out to them that this is exactly what they had to change. And so what after finding out exactly the place of error and also what they had to change, I wrote an email to them detailing the whole thing. And they were not ready to agree with it, but when I went on to write a detailed email with exact place of change and what they had to change and what kind of library was failing, they agreed and they made the change. And I further went on to explain that I only pointed out this because I was quite confident of what was happening. But I realized that as a person, instead of just jumping to conclusions and writing an email saying software failed, I realized I had to take upon responsibility and not just place the blame on someone instantly. I had to calmly go over what was going wrong and point out in detail so that they wouldn't feel offended, and make sure that the work was complete. And I had to have a subjective view of what was happening and not just feel emotional about someone didn't take my point of view the first time. This was a major learning lesson for me because I had to deal with two different managers, and it was only 2 months of me working there. So I think I learned a lot by realizing that communication goes a long way if we know to do it the right way. Thank you for the opportunity. I would love to hear feedback from your end. Once again, I enjoyed going over my responses for the questions that were asked, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you so much.